Hello air signs, Kay here, hope I've caught you all well. We're doing your end of monthlies. These ones are resonating between the 23rd and the end of June. So I'm going to start with Libra. Let's see what's going on with Libra. Right, Libra. The energies surrounding Libra between the 23rd and the end of June. Hi Shana. It's the energies surrounding Libra between the 23rd and the end of June for Libra. Okay. Let's have a look, you guys. I'm just doing the same spread that I did for the mid-month. It was quite simple. Central energies for Libra. 7 of Cups. This could either be having many options and there's confusion about what to do, where to go. We'll clarify. Root, we have Strength reverse. There's a bit of weakness here going on. Again, I will clarify. What's crowning is the Devil reversed. Some of you could be dealing with Leo. Some of you could be dealing with Capricorn. Either way, what's crowning you is either breaking out of a toxic situation or the need to break out of a toxic situation. Recent past, 2 of Cups. An emotional connection, soulmate level connection. What's coming in is the Star. Balancing out, you guys, in order to get your wishes. Finally, having things nice, smooth and level. So let's clarify a little bit further on this for Libra. So, okay, 2 cards just fell out then, you guys. Right, so with this 7 of Cups, these 2 sort of flew out of the deck. So it looks like today I've got jumpers, lots and lots of activity. And I've got the 9 of Pentacles with that 7 of Cups. I'm seeing a bit of confusion about going it alone or being on your own. It's like you're comfortable on your own in your own surroundings, but at the same time there's a bit of confusion there. And I've got the Ace of Pentacles here as well, so I'm wondering if this is a work situation being the central issue here that may have affected personal relationships. I'm seeing that more than anything, Libra. So, yes, I'm seeing a financial work situation that's stunting growth in a relationship. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Seems like you're not able to make an offer here for any security and stability because there's a toxic situation surrounding this. Let's take a look at why this Strength card reversed is the root of the problem. Weakness. Let's see why. Got the Queen of Swords reversed. And this is your energy. I feel like you're a bit weak about needing to cut something out. I feel like it's this toxic situation. I don't feel like this toxic situation's got anything to do with your relationships. This could be exes from the past. This could be work. It could be other people around you that are just not good for you. And I feel like there's a bit of weakness in cutting this out. Cutting out this confusion. So that you can sort of pick this back up, you know, where you want to. I feel like there's something to do with work or something financial that's stopping you from progressing forward with something here, and you're struggling to cut it out. There's a bit of weakness about sort of needing to cut it out. And I've got here, these 2 just fell into my lap as well. I've got serious jumpers today. With the 2, along with the 2 of Cups. Now this is an already established emotional connection with someone, Libra, on that soul level. I feel like it got blocked. And then I've got this 2 of Pentacles here. Juggling too much, taking too much on. And it's like this is wanting a second chance. This emotional connection, it's needing a second chance. But I feel like you took on too much and you've got a lot going on elsewhere. I feel like that's what's going on here for Libra. And then this toxic situation's on your mind. Let's have a look at it. Yeah. There's a casual sort of situation going on that you're trying to break away from. I feel like you're just trying to break away from casual relationships full stop. And I feel like the reason why you want to break away from it is because we've established more of an emotional connection as opposed to casual. Now, like I said, I just feel like there are a few blocks in the road. But yeah, we want this now, Libra. We want to break away from casual relationships. We want something more stable, more fulfilling. This is the toxicity that Libra is trying to break away from now. And then coming into the near future, we have the Star. Rebalancing things so that you can get what you want. You can finally have your wish. So let's clarify that. Making a decision. Finally, choosing a path. Rebalancing, choosing paths, making decisions. But to be cross with the Five of Swords, I would say choose your battles wisely with this card. Don't argue for the sake of arguing. If you want to break away from something toxic, say what you mean and mean what you say, Libra. I would say that with that one. And again, another wish card. You guys have got it going on for emotional fulfillment. Seriously. Seriously. It's there if you want it. Libra, if you've got someone in your vicinity who you've been waiting on, or you've been waiting to reconnect with, again, with just judgment being here. Someone who you've been waiting to reconnect with, I think is what I'm seeing here. And there's been a blockage in the road, and it's something to do with work and finances. Maybe you're in work mode, maybe there's financial issues in the way. There's a lot of weaknesses about cutting someone off that's no longer, or cutting a circumstance off that's no longer serving you. You're a bit weak here with something. Could be family, because 10 of Cups is there. Maybe there's some sort of family situation that's in the way of this as well. But either way, I see this sort of nearing its end towards the end of June and actually clearing up a little bit. These blockages are actually going to be clearing up. And I feel that by you making the ultimate decision that you no longer want casual relationships, you do want fulfillment. You do want to go back to this emotional connection that was established that couldn't sort of get off the ground. Now I feel like we're going back to that, which is going to prove to be quite nice here. Okay. And so let's take a better look at what the romance angels have to say for Libra. Oh my God. Just about all my cards fell. Bear with me, you guys. Where did they go? Right, I think I've got them. Right then. So let's take a look. What's the romance angels have got to say for Libra? Oh, true love. That one fell out. What's that one? Children. Love life's affected by children. And trust, situation, calling to have faith. So let's take a look, Libra. Clarification on this for Libra. I think some of you, there's a family situation that's been blocking an already established emotional connection, whether it's on your side or theirs. Looks like with a little bit of trust, a little bit of faith, that's going to clear up in due time, so that we can then start to pay more attention to the energy of true love around you. With the look of it, it's quite nice, really. It's quite a straightforward reading I've got for you guys today. Normally it's a bit more complicated, but at the same time, you know, I mean, it's not overly bad. Okay, a bit more clarification on this. Okay. Oh, I've got jumpers all over the shop. Right, okay then, so basically what I've got here over this children card, children are a fact, your love life's being affected by children, the children are a factor in your love life, basically. Few interesting cards over this Libra. I've got the Three of Pentacles reversed. I feel like I'm going to tie this in with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You could be dealing with Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I feel like this is a mother and child situation that's sort of taking up a lot of Libra's time. Kids are just, I don't know, I sense maybe I'm seeing a lack of money with that Three of Pentacles being reversed. Someone's rinsing someone dry. But this is priority. This is where it has to be. And that's why I feel like, you know, you have to try and make a decision now of whether to continue this is going to be worth it or not. And I'm seeing a revelation as well. I've got the Queen of Cups along with Moon reverse. So I'm seeing like love coming out of the woodwork for this as well. Queen of Cups is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But, I mean, it's also being confident enough and using your intuition to tell you whether a love offer is going to be good for you or not at this point. I feel like some of you are very preoccupied with money issues, with children, things like that you're putting your love lives on the back burner. And I actually feel that somebody around you of so much of a love interest is actually wanting some action here, and you're just not able to give it at the moment. And then, like, over this true love card, this is the romance of a lifetime. I do see with the Five of Cups, you're crying over spilt milk about some burdens that you're carrying. I feel like this is the blockage that's stopping you from this emotional connection that we just spoke about. So there's a need to let that go so that you can start off, take a risk, take a leap of faith on true love. And then, you know, with the trust card, situations calling for you to have faith. I do feel like some of you either are accusing someone else or are being accused of some sneaky shit. Like, maybe you genuinely have been caught with work or with family, whatever it is. And maybe there is this love interest that Libra is thinking about taking a risk, taking a leap of faith with. But at the same time, they may be, or you may be accusing them of some sneaky shit. And this is being communicated. But listen, I will say, the Seven of Swords is reversed. And I always think with this card, someone's being accused of something they haven't done. Whether that's them accusing you or you accusing them. I always think, come on, let's get facts straight before we jump to conclusions, okay? So yes, that's pretty much what I've got for Libra, and those are the energies surrounding Libra between now and the end of June. So I'm going to be moving on to Gemini next. So if any of you want a reading more personal to you, please feel free to email me. I'll leave it in the description when I'm done. So, let's take a look at Gemini's energies between the 23rd and the end of June. Let's take a look. One more for Gemini. Let's see what Gemini's going through. Central issues for Gemini, we have got the Ace of Swords, we've got truth coming out, cutting through bullshit, getting facts straight, getting relevant information, communicating the truth as well. The Root, Ten of Swords reversed, maybe some Geminis have been hanging on to secrets, not revealing the truth, and now we are revealing the truth because the root of it is it's becoming a problem by hanging on with delaying healing. What's crowning you is the Two of Cups reversed. So I'm seeing like a dead block in an emotional connection, in like a possible soulmate connection. There's a bit of a block. I feel like an emotional connection has not been able to get off the ground because somebody wasn't being honest. Recent past was the Star, so it seems like you did get your wish. You was balanced enough in order to get your wish. I just feel like either Gemini was holding something back or the person involved was holding something back. What's coming in is the Four of Swords. I need to lay something to rest. Either way, you guys, I'm seeing the truth coming out regardless. So, let's clarify. What's this Ace of Swords about for Gemini? I've got the Eight of Wands. It does seem you are going to be communicating, or they're going to be communicating the truth to you. Either way, And this is like a relationship that I'm looking at, especially with the Two of Cups being there. That's what's on your mind. And I'm wondering if your fear is, if it's you that needs to come clean about something, Gemini. I'm wondering if there's a fear around telling the truth in case it tarnishes a relationship. Because there's your relationship, you got it. And then I'm wondering if you're worried that this is going to happen if you do tell the truth. But I do see now it is getting to a stage where you do need to, because I see it eating some of you up, or if this is someone else around you, them needing to communicate and you falling out of love with that person because they've had to tell the truth, you know what I mean? And obviously they're not over it. You're not going to get over it in a rush. This can work totally both ways. With this route, we have got carrying burdens, so I do see secrets, a lot of secrets. There's something that needs to come out. Someone's fucked up somewhere along the line, or someone's got a skeleton in the closet that they need to reveal. And they're petrified of revealing it in case it tarnishes an already established bond. What was that? I've seen so many fears. Not getting what they deserve, someone being shut out. If the truth comes out, someone's worried this is going to happen. Let me clarify the star in the recent past. A few more on that one. Yeah, see, I see you making a choice between your heart and your head here with the Lovers being reversed. This decision's made to give attention to something that you've been wishing for. There may have been some conflict surrounding it, like inner conflict on whether to go ahead with this or not. And I feel like ultimately you want to tell the truth, you want to go ahead, but you are afraid, or someone's afraid it's going to tarnish an already established bond here by telling the truth. And I've got the Six of Cups reversed here with the Two of Cups, so this could totally be someone from the past or someone that you've been with a very, very long time. This could be someone you got kids with as well. You know, and someone's hiding something here. I've no doubt there's love. I've no doubt there is an emotional connection and emotional bond for Gemini. But at the same time, I feel like whoever this is that's holding this secret, whether it's you or them, it's going to be extremely difficult to get over. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, this won't resonate for everyone, so don't flood my comments. If that doesn't resonate, that does. For one, it hasn't even happened yet. This is resonating between 23rd and the end of June. If you're going to say it doesn't resonate, say it after the end of June. Otherwise, check out your moon, your rising. All my readings are sun, moon, rising. And also, if that doesn't work, go to another reader, it's fine. But these are messages for those that this does resonate with. Coming into the near future, I've got some serious fears about laying some shit to rest. I've got some serious issues going on about needing to clear the air. Things are moving at snail's pace. Someone's communicated the truth. Someone's thinking long and hard about it and where they want to go and what they want to do. Gemini's afraid, or someone's afraid. And then the Nine of Cups are lacking in emotional fulfillment. Someone's not feeling emotionally fulfilled anymore and weak. Sorry, you guys. I'm seeing a little bit of tumultuous energy coming your way, and it's all revolving around the truth coming out about something. Second chances being turned down. I'm not going to lie, someone's fucked up. For some of you, not for all of you, but this reading is meant for those that it's resonating with. Sorry, you guys, it does tend to cut off. If it does, it's just weak connection, that's all. If it does, just stay tuned. You text me a few seconds to pull it back up. So, what do the romance angels have for Gemini? For 23rd to the end of June, for Gemini. What do the romance angels have for Gemini? 3 cards, please. Something's happening very soon. Clear, decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And something's worth waiting for. Divine timing's at work in your love life, guys. So let's give these a bit of a fresh and shuffle, and then I'll clarify. Guys, the truth shall set you free. That doesn't make no sense. Sorry, Timmy fell out then, you guys. If it wants to come out again, it will. Just going to try to see if I... Right, okay. So basically, very soon, truth's coming out. But by the truth coming out, it'll help ease a few insecurities within someone. Maybe there's been accusations thrown around, but it's not as bad as it seems. Maybe someone has fucked up, but again, it's not actually what it seems. That's totally the case. Anyway, whoever it is, truth's coming out regardless. And then I've got a special love with the Page of Cups. So this is the card of Pisces or any other water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, more specifically Pisces. And this is basically Pisces, regardless of any truths coming out. The water signs, especially couples, Gemini and water signs, seems like it won't actually phase the relationship too much, but there is still a bit of confusion surrounding this. Hence why someone may be asking outright, look, I want the truth, what's happened? It's either you asking them or them asking you. And someone's coming outright and saying, what happened? What is the truth? And that's where I feel someone comes out with the truth, and it's obviously not as bad as it seems. And then I've got this worth waiting for with the Six of Cups. And again, this is like a very soulmate kind of card, long-term relationships, children, things like that. With the Seven of Wands, I'm seeing this as protection. You're trying to protect family, possibly. But there is a bit of weakness when it comes to some conflicts. So I've no doubt, whatever this is, it's going to cause some conflicts. But I just feel like, what this is saying is, this situation could be so much worse if you don't tell the truth. I feel like by telling the truth, it's like the truth will set you free. By telling the truth, you're going to ease a lot of anxieties over someone who's thinking the worst. I feel like it's exactly what this is, Gemini. So whatever it is, if you're hiding something or they're hiding something, it's your best policy is to be honest. Honesty is the best policy here, okay? So that's sort of the energies I've got surrounding Gemini towards the end of June. So let's move on to Aquarius before I finish. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. If any of that does resonate and you want a private reading, or you just want one more personal to you, I'll leave me in the description when I'm done. Or you can find it on any other video on my channel. Let's take a look for Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius between the 23rd and the end of June? Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? Oh, my camera's falling a bit there. So yes, one more shuffle. That'll go for Aquarius. So, central issue for Aquarius. Queen of Swords reversed. It's your energy, guys. You're not communicating about something. You're not negotiating something. There's no communication over something that probably should be negotiated and you're not. The root of the... Oh dear. Justice reversed. Situation that's not gone in your favour. This could totally be somewhat legal. What's on your mind? Two of Pentacles. Bit of juggling going on. Taking on more than you can handle. Things like that. Not knowing if you're going to be able to cope with what you're going through at the minute. Recent past. Hermit reversed. So we came out of limbo. We know what we want. We know where we're going. But we're still not negotiating on how to move this forward. What's actually coming in is manifestation. So it seems like you guys have been stuck. Dealing with things of a legal nature. Dealing with personal things. But at some point or another, you've gone within, you've realised what you want and where you're going. But I'm wondering if you may have put maybe relationships on a back burner because you realised you took on too much, more than you can handle. It's like you couldn't go through this and this at the same time. You wanted priorities first, sort this out first before you could manifest what you want. So, oh, what was that? Something sort of flew out there. I've got the Hangman. I was going to clarify this Queen of Swords reversed. And the Hangman reverse came out on it. So it's like you're not in limbo over your decisions here. And it seems like you are at peace with what you decide to do or decide not to do. As in terms of the Queen of Swords reverse. This is like, I'm not negotiating. My decision is final. So let's try and take a look at what that decision is. This could totally be another air sign if you're dealing with another air sign as well. Maybe Libra, because justice is there. Protection. If I'm perfectly honest, I think you guys haven't wanted to negotiate where your priorities lay. You're trying to protect yourself, you're trying to do what's right, you're trying to do things by the book, and it wasn't negotiable. It wasn't negotiable in the slightest. Let's have a look at why justice is reversed in the root of the problem. Some of you are dealing with earth signs that you've turned your back on. I am sensing that, especially with this Queen of Pentacles being here, for some of you, you've put relationships on a back burner. You know what you want in terms of relationships, but you just couldn't manifest anything. And it's like somebody was a little bit sort of, I feel like there's some insecurities as well with this. But at the same time, you had to know the truth in an external situation before you can manifest anything in the future or even think about manifesting anything, because you just didn't want to be juggling too much, taking on more than you can handle. And then with this Hermit in the recent past, like I say, you know what you want, you just weren't quite prepared to go after it. So let's see about that. With the Page of Cups, I feel like what you wanted, see, I was right, my intuition was spot on when I was talking about relationships. Seems like, especially if you're involved with water, or earth, I will say, or even another S, do you know what, this could fucking be anyone. So many different elements coming out here. But at the same time, you guys, I think you knew exactly who you wanted in your life, but you just couldn't do anything about it because you were dealing with other shit elsewhere. This could be like with work or a legal situation or a family situation, and you just couldn't quite pick this up, but you knew what you wanted to do and there's confidence there to do it. When the Hermit, when any of the major arcana is reversed, such as the Hermit, at some point or another you would have been in that Hermit-like state, figuring out what you want, figuring out where you're going, your journey of self-discovery. And now we've come out of that, we know exactly what we want to do and where we want to go. And we have confidence in order to do that. However, what's on your mind is worrying about taking on too much and juggling too much, taking on what you can handle. I've got the Five of Cups reversed, so I'm seeing regrets over juggling too much and not taking action. Three-way situations. This could also be regrets about cheating. Some of you could have, I'm not saying all of you, this can work both ways. Some of you have cheated on a spouse. Some of you have been the one that was cheated on and maybe you're regretting giving that person a chance. Or maybe if you're the one that cheated, you're regretting doing it full stop because you hurt someone in the process. This can work both ways. Regrets about needing... Sorry you guys, it does tend to freeze up occasionally. It's a bad connection. We've got some bad weather during the UK today and tomorrow. Anyway, so like I was saying, over this manifestation card, the Magician, we have got the Ace of Wands. Passionately starting something, also an indication that someone's sex life is going to pick up. Nice one. I feel like this has all come about though because of... I feel like someone's learnt from the past. And then I've got nostalgia over the past as well, soulmate connections, things like that with the Six of Cups. Someone could possibly be coming back, or you're going back to someone else, someone from the past who either you fucked up or they fucked up. And I feel like someone's coming back, Aquarius, to try and sort of make amends. I feel either you're making amends with them or they're making amends with you. And that's the energies that I'm getting. And then we've got the High Priestess. We have secrets coming out. This also, you know, talks about something yet to be revealed. And then I've got the Four of Wands, stability again. So we're I think finally, either you or them are learning from some lessons here. Okay, and then we've got strength, got bravery to deal with this. I think some of you are learning from past mistakes, or giving someone another chance who may have done this to you. I feel like you know the truth in a situation. What happened, you wanted out, you bailed, you had other things elsewhere you had to deal with. And then you know what you want to do. You just had to deal with that first. And now that's dealt with, whatever it is, whether it be legal or family or whatever, financial, doesn't matter. You're now ready to sort of manifest this again. But you're still worried that you're taking on too much. I do still see that energy there, and sort of, is it worth it to manifest a relationship again, as you know, go back, or should I stay on my own? Perfectly honest, I think some of you are just afraid to be on your own. Let's have a look what the romance angels have to say. I think this is all about starting again, starting from scratch, whether it be with relationships or just life in general. Aquarius. Okay, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Nice card. Oh, new love. A new person stirs your romantic feelings. I think this is manifestation of a new relationship after, like, feeling completely swamped in life because of, like, past relationships. And now you're no longer in that energy. We can now move forward, which is great. And then obviously we have this religious factors card. So when I think of religious factors, it could totally be cultural differences, religious differences. It could also mean religious rituals such as marriage. Let's take a look. What's this express your love card about for Aquarius? Okay. I've got the Chariot, some of you involved with the sign of Cancer, expressing your love. This is making movement, choosing a path, getting back on path to express your love to the person you want to be with. One more. Ten of Pentacles, this is someone who you had a dead block in the road with. Maybe work got in the way, maybe other people got in the way. I reckon it's work, because it's Pentacle. One more. Hangman, yeah, you come out of limbo with this now. I feel like there was something going on with you concerning work and finances that put a dead block in the road between you and the one you want to be with. And it's either you with them or them with you. There was a dead block in the road. Either you had to work a lot or they had to work a lot. There was something else going on that I had to deal with first. But now that energy's clearing. We can now finally move forward and make the gesture that we need to make. Okay. So then we've got this new love card, and I feel like this is more about wiping the slate clean, whether it's with someone you've been with before or whether this is someone completely new. This is wiping that slate clean in order to sort of move forward. Yeah, you've turned your back on the emotional connection temporarily so you can look for truth in this situation. We have the moon in here, so whatever was hidden under the surface, whatever was looking murky, turned you back for a minute to sort of evaluate that and find out what was missing for you. And I feel like now you know, there was some sort of hole there, and yeah, now you're trying to sort of protect your relationship again, or sort of protect yourself when it does come to new love. One more. I've got the Page of Pentacles reversed, so this was definitely a blockage to do with finances I'm seeing here, you guys, that stopped you moving forward with a relationship or with a connection that you've got. I feel like it's an established connection. And then this religious factors card, it's always a murky card for me because it can come across so many different things. Got the Fool over this, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. King of Wands reversed can be involved with fire energies, Aries, Leo, Sag. Sorry you guys, did it again. Anyway, I think some of you have been hanging on to financial situations that you've actually not been doing anything about. And I feel like there's not enough action being taken to address these issues that you need to sort of address. And that's where I think we come in with the full, we take a risk, take a leap of faith. And then with the religious factors cards, it does say your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Maybe you go to people such as myself, tarot readers, for help and advice. And maybe you turn to a church. Maybe you turn to spiritual leaders, things of that nature, just to maybe put you on the right path. Maybe you're a little bit lost and you're not sure where to go. So I feel like maybe you turn to help to sort of see how you can better sort of express your love for someone that you want to be with and make this happen. Maybe this is all about advice, things like that. So yes, that's what I've got for Aquarius, is the energies up until the end of June. Again, I'll say again, if any of you want anything more personal to you, reading more personal to you, I'll leave me email in the description, you can email me. But in the meantime, I am back on Monday for the Monday Fun Day. Please do join me then, 8:30 UK time. Other than that, I'll be back next week to give you general monthlies. And in the meantime, I'm also going to look into doing a live feed where I go through all the signs, and it's just going to be for the singles. It'll be a nice simple single spread. So please do keep an eye out for that as well. But for the meantime, you guys, I'm going to shoot. I wish you all the best. You take care. Bye-bye for now.